So then guys, there's been loads of new leaks coming in recently for the iPhone Flip or the iPhone Fold model. And today I want to cover all the details that we know about this because there's quite a lot that has come in the last, say, 30 days or so. So let's begin then first of all. Are we even going to get an iPhone foldable phone, whether this is going to be a flip style sort of camshael sort of design, or if it's going to be like a foldable kind of like book design, something very similar to say like the Galaxy Z Fold sort of series we have right now, quite a lot of other ones like the Oppo N Find and things like this. So let's have a look then at this leak that we have right in here, and it shows us that there is definitely a brand new foldable iPhone definitely on its way for 2026. This report comes in from ZWZ, and supposedly this is from an iPhone sort of production kind of line of the actual sort of specs of what the iPhone sort of Fold series could actually potentially be. There's actually leaks and rumors inside of this article telling us about the specs of what it could actually have. And in fact, we actually have had other leaks coming in very recently. So for example, we had this one here telling us that Apple have finally managed to make a way to make the new iPhone sort of Fold or Flip phone to not actually have a crease in the middle, what is absolutely phenomenal. Now for me, from my point of view, I always expect that Apple didn't want to make their first kind of flip or fold kind of phone until this was actually sorted out, because I think this is probably the big point that most of us hate, is that crease inside of the current sort of Android phones that exist right now, and Apple have been perfecting this and waiting for the right time to bring this out. Now as much as that some of you guys are going to say, well, Apple are late to the party here. We've been having like Z phone folds, and flip phones from Galaxy, and we're about to get the next generation this year. So it's been about like 7 or 8 years now, I can't imagine the exact number, that we've actually been getting these foldable phones, and finally Apple are bringing out their one. It could be very late to the party in a lot of people's opinions, but from my point of view, like I said, I have never imagined Apple would actually bring one out until that crease was fully gone, as it were. And it does look like now the technology has finally caught up in their favor, that they do want to bring this out. Leaks have gone even further than this just very recently from, say, Min-Chi Kuo right now. He's even saying as much as that we could even get, say, a clamshell kind of sort of phone, would make a lot of sense, and I'll go into the details about this, that Apple are also looking to introduce a kind of fold device, like a book device. And he's even given us some of the specs right here. He expects that the outside screen would be 5.5 inches big, what in my opinion is quite small, to be honest. Now 5.5 inches, just to let you guys know, the last time we had a 5.5 inch display on the outside was on, say, the likes of the iPhone 6 Plus, and then also on the likes of, say, like all the way up to, say, the iPhone 7 Plus and the 8 Plus kind of phones. But obviously we had, say, the home button, and then we also had, say, that top kind of bezel at the top. So this would be really, really small and slim down, what we'd have here. And then when it opens up, he is saying that the inside screen would be around about 7.8 inches. Now this is quite interesting to see because, say, the iPad mini right now, this is around about 8.3 inches, so it'd be slightly smaller than an iPad mini display. But this could be a whole kind of new era design for an actual foldable phone, where actually you'd actually want to probably open it up and use it, and that the front screen, that tiny, well, I wouldn't say too tiny, but that 5.5 inch display is not going to be that big to actually do things on. So this is quite an interesting rumor that we actually have had about. Now for actually making the possibility of these actual phones, well, like I said, if this has been perfected at last, that we actually have, say, no crease or anything like this, it does make a lot of sense that, say, the clamshell kind of phone would be quite easy thing to do. If we have, say, like the iPhone 16 right now, all we'd have to do is just replicate what's on the inside kind of screen onto the actual clamshell kind of screen inside of this. So that's going to be quite easy to do with, say, iOS and things like this. And I'd also expect that Apple to actually put, say, a screen on the back to actually go alongside this to give you notifications and things like this. So this is definitely also expected too. But for the actual kind of other phone, the foldable kind of big kind of book one, one? Well, this is one where I'm a little bit questioning how this is going to be adapted. I think obviously if we've got that 5.5-inch display, this is going to have to be adapted to iOS, obviously, and then obviously the inside of that actual kind of iPhone, well, obviously that's going to have to be reinvented too. Maybe they can borrow parts from iPad OS to make this work on the inside, because obviously, like I said, the current iPad mini is 8.3 inches, this will be 7.8 inches, so maybe it could be slimmed down potentially. We'll just have to wait and see on that. But I think the main thing we can take away from this, it definitely looks like that next year, in 2026, we are definitely going to be getting a brand new iPhone Flip and also a Fold series. What is super exciting news to hear about. Something else what is super exciting to hear is the giveaway we're doing on this channel for this right here. This here is a Mac Mini with an M4 Pro inside of it. And I'm actually going to be giving this away to one lucky subscriber at the end of March time. So it's not that far away and you can still enter into this right now. All you have to do at this stage at the moment is just put down into the comments below of what technology gear you're hoping to get in 2025. This can be Apple related or non-Apple related. So maybe you're going to get one of those new M4 MacBook Airs or a new iPad which just been announced. Maybe you're going to get a new Nintendo Switch 2 when that comes out later this year, or maybe a PS5 Pro or something completely different. Just let me know in the comments below. And the second part of the giveaway, well, that'll be happening at the end of March time, where I'll be making a video giving you more details about it, including a form to fill in too, and also I'll be giving you the date when I'm going to do the live stream of this Mac Mini to give it away. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Plus, you want to be a subscriber too, because obviously I'm giving this away to a subscriber. The last thing I just want to quickly say about this giveaway is sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonating me, telling you to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram direct message. Please do ignore these people. Best to see right here. Please do report them. So, moving on then for the release date and price then. Well, let's talk about the release date first of all. So as we've been saying, it does look like 2026 is going to be the time. And more than likely, these new phones are going to come out with the iPhone 18 line when that comes out. We're talking about iPhone 17s for this year, 18s are next year. But that is going to be probably most likely we're going to get an announcement kind of around about, say, early teens of September time. That's when Apple likes to do that iPhone sort of event. And then probably around about 10 days to 2 weeks later, end teens, early 20 September time is when you'll be able to get your hands on these new foldable iPhones. So yeah, around about 18 months from now. So not that long when you think about it. The other thing then is price-wise. Well, let's talk about first about the clamshell kind of iPhone. Well, it's expected that it's probably going to come in around about the same cost of, say, a Motorola Razr or the Galaxy Z Flip right now. And this comes around about $1,000 US. So it's expected that Apple will probably be targeting that kind of price with that. But what I would also be throwing in there, do not expect this to be a pro range kind of phone out there. You're probably just going to get the basic sort of 2 cameras like we got with the iPhone 16 right now. You're not going to get anything extra pro. The idea of it just being flippable is the main thing you're going to be paying for. Now, for the kind of foldable kind of iPhone out there, what about the price there? Well, this is where things get crazy. We did actually have this leak in, like I said, from Min-Chi Kuo, who said it's going to cost more than probably $2,000 for this foldable phone. And yeah, I can believe this from Apple's point of view that they're going to do this. Obviously, you've got to remember things like the Vision Pro, even the iPhone 16e, to be honest. So yeah, it's going to cost over $2,000 for this phone. And I expect personally, it's not even going to have probably the Pro line kind of cameras inside of it. So yeah, just be aware of this, that if you definitely want that foldable phone, best start saving now because it's going to cost that much to actually buy it. But really guys, that is the latest and greatest that we know about the iPhone Fold and the Flip phones. Are you excited for them? Are you going to be getting one when they come out? Well, let me know in the comments below. And with that as well guys, it's time to wrap up the video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. And if you want to hear the latest Apple news reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Until next time guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.